Wow.
Wow, this is some really deep stuff.
I don't know what just happened, but something happened inside of me. Something snapped, something.
I wasn't expecting that
either. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's beautiful.
Monster is like really small, but it had to become that to stop me.
And then the hurt child became present when you mentioned it.
And I didn't realize this until now.
There were things that I didn't remember until now.
It's funny. I haven't seen that before.
It feels like I'm the monster. I'm kind of seeing images of things. Of a world where they can exist. This clarity brings all kinds of answers.
It's clear. She hugged me and then went back to her place, I guess, in my heart. Oh, it wants to come out. It wants to bippity boppity boop Cinderella me. She's melted into my chest. It's ooey gooey.
All week been finishing things, cleaning up more, started eating vegetables again last week. And it kind of just started happening. It's almost like I just finished going through a meditation session.
I feel light. When you hit that first joint, in the morning, and
I actually feel a lot more awake.
All right.
Yeah, it came flooding back pretty quick, actually. It was not hard to get in touch with.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one, it says I'm playing practitioner. Like a kid would play house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it believes I'm playing.
Yes.
Playing practitioner.
Does it have more to say about that? Is there judgment around that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely judgment around it. I hear it literally in a kind of condescending voice, your little hobby, you're cute, that's cute, that sort of thing. Yeah, very judgy, very belittling, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm really curious. Would love to hear more from it and get to know it.
Thank you.
How about you?
Yeah, I felt, in the meditation, I felt like a quick flash of anger come up towards it, and just sat with that for a minute. And that feels okay to step back a little.
Okay.
The underneath the anger of that part was also a bit of fear. If we're going to hear from that playing practitioner part, are we going to get beat up? Are we going to, or get beat down more and I just assured it that that's not my intention.
Yeah. Well, and it might be the part's intention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, surely. Yeah.
And we can still meet it without letting it beat us down.
Right.
Those afraid parts will just step out.
Yeah, it makes sense to me that that's thinking like it's going to have to face it, and normally it's parts facing off with parts. So
Right.
this is, yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed okay once it realized like, oh, we're not going to do that. It's not going to be parts against parts. It can be a little different.
Yeah. If those parts will allow for that.
Yeah.
You know, if the afraid ones will allow for this to be an exploration of between self and another part.
Yeah, I think so. It feels pretty clear.
Okay. Anything either of these parts need, the anger or the fear?
It's just happy that you're here, like a third party, because doing this type of exploration solo is tricky because with like really sharp criticizing parts, it can be, you don't know what they're about to hurl at you. And then
right.
like, you know,
Or
it's
if
nice
it's going to land.
yeah, it's nice to just have a little like buffer, or to have somebody there to pull you out if.
Yeah, I'm honored. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
And yeah, like I said, I'm feeling really curious, and don't have my afraid parts up with this other one.
Nice.
So even if it just ends up being me in a conversation with it, I'm sure that would be useful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, how I'm sensing it now is just like a lot of chatter in the head. It's a lot of those like statements and sentiments and like judgy comments and whispers and glances, and it feels like a peanut gallery of like judgment, where they all, and I'm pretty sure it's one part disappearing as like a peanut gallery, but it's like it's the feeling of like they all know something about you that you haven't realized yet, and they can all see it.
Yeah, I bet it's sending that message for a really good reason.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Awesome. Me too. Will you let it know that?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems important to them to almost operate in the background though, because like as I really turn my attention towards them and let them notice me, they're kind of getting quieter with their whispers, like, oh, she's on to us, we got to be quieter about it.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds peanut gallery-y. Yeah. What was that? Oh, nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Just let them know we want to understand them as parts. And we're not here to bicker about their message or how they show up or anything. We just really want to understand what they need and what brings them up.
Yeah. Yeah, like when do you come in? What's your cue? Okay, I heard like when you're taking big risks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it also in a judgy voice. Like, well, when you start taking those big risks, like in a kind of like doing what you're not supposed to do sort of
right.
tone.
Right. Good clarification. So according to this part, first of all, this is a big risk, and second of all, that's just obviously wrong, or shouldn't be doing
that. It said like when you're playing roles you're not made for, you're playing roles you're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
According to it. Yeah.
Yeah. How is it for the part? Like, to feel like it has to pipe up in that way?
Hmm. So it said that it doesn't really know because it had to take on a lot of like outside influence to become this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost like it hadn't really thought about that. Like,
Yeah. So it took on outside influence, meaning it kind of learned this response from others and is kind of just passing it along.
yeah.
Okay.
Like this is how it is in the outside world, so I just like adapted to that is kind of what it's saying. And
yeah. And I welcome that
how it
response.
is. Yeah.
Too. Like if that's the answer, that's a fine answer. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
In fact, that kind of makes more sense to me because I think the parts don't really harbor malice towards the system.
Right. Yeah, it hadn't really like it doesn't feel like it loves doing it, but it's like, well, this is just what I observed and then did because this is what they do. And
yeah, so you're playing practitioner. It's playing peanut gallery. It's playing critic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Yeah. It's like kind of a nice way to relate to it, actually. Like it thinks that everybody else must just be assuming and taking on roles because that's what it did.
How does it feel about the way we're understanding it? Does it feel like we're on the same team and that we get it?
Yeah. What it was, it's saying like, yeah, you're taking on those roles. I take on this role. It takes its role a little bit more seriously. Like it doesn't think that the roles that I take on are that serious. That's its whole shtick. But like, its role is very serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What happens if it doesn't do its role?
It behaved. It said you behave like a fucking idiot.
A fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah, it said it in like a bit of a like sarcastic ball busty way. Not that it wasn't serious, but it was like, well, yeah, like then you behave like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm okay with hearing that. I'm curious, like what that means exactly.
Me too.
It's showing me just somebody like happily gallivanting around, exploring like I don't know if you've ever done tarot, but like the Fool card in the tarot.
Done tarot, no.
Yeah, the Fool is like this bright-eyed, well-dressed young explorer with like the stick in the pack on its shoulder and looking to the sky, looking to this whole big world, but it doesn't realize it's like on the edge of a cliff and it's about to fall because it's like just gallivanting around happily.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's showing that kind of imagery.
So it's seeing that there's a cliff here.
Yeah. Yeah, or if there is, we won't see it when our head's in the clouds, sort of feeling like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a couple questions coming up, but we can go with whatever is coming up for you.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay. One is to get a better look at the cliff, according to this part. The other would be to maybe validate or examine, is there like a head in the clouds part that is in opposition to this one?
I mean, this part believes that there is, and I just want to speak on that before like exploring the system more, but like this part has always been told and observed that everybody else thinks that we're head in the clouds. So yeah.
That's something that you've heard a lot?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And this part must have been hearing.
Makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there, yeah. Yeah, there's a part that's hesitant to say that there is that part in me, but I'm sure I know. Yeah.
Maybe you could ask this one, I mean, if it feels useful to this one, to kind of describe that. Like, what is it see or sense or believe about your head cloudiness?
Oh, wow. Okay. That was clear. It was in its standard sort of gruff, half yelling way. It was like, well, that's part of the problem. It's like, you don't even see it talking to me about the headspacey part. Like, that's part of the problem right there. Like what I just said about, there's a part that's resistant to wanting to say that I have that in me. And so that, peanut gallery part is like, well, that's the friggin' problem. Is like, you won't even see it.
How do you respond to that?
Can't deny that. I'm like, you kind of got me there. Like,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like if that's true, that's something we want to know.
Yeah.
So thanks to that part for helping illuminate.
Yeah. That part also wanted to know if it should still describe that space heady part from its point of view.
If that feels useful or helpful, you can ask it too.
I think it just kind of keeps showing me that imagery, and that imagery to me is how it sees it. Yeah, just like somebody not looking down in front of them or about where they're about to step, like someone just blissfully. I mean, I don't even use the word gallivanting in my real life, but like that word keeps coming to mind. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. What feels right next? And you can check it out with this part. Should we stay with it, learn more about it? Or should we turn and look for this other one? Or
Well, what's interesting to me right now is like I kind of can't tell if it's not that peanut gallery part that is partially like blocking the headspacey part. Like it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that part, and it doesn't like it so much that I'm kind of feeling like it's part of what blocks it.
well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I would like to send the message to the peanut gallery part that right before we met it, there was a part that was maybe angry or afraid of it,
Mm-hmm.
and probably didn't really want us to come hear from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad we did. So it's really normal. It's really, really normal for parts to want to divert or exclude others.
Right.
But it says this is the problem. And yeah, if we got some self energy around, we can solve problems. We can help out.
Yeah, part of the problem is this part, but then part of the problem is also that it's not acknowledged, that the spacey part is not acknowledged. But like that's the confusing part, is like that's part of the peanut gallery's job, is to not to well, I guess it acknowledges it, but it acknowledges it in a like let me belittle you to nothing sort of way.
Right. That's its way of solving the problem. The problem is that the head in the cloud, according to this part, the problem is the head in the clouds is going to lead you off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's saying if we belittle this part enough, then it won't have
away.
it will go away. We won't be tempted to give it any control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tired of that job because that spacey part keeps getting back up. It's like I keep telling it that it's like worthless and like all these things, and it like listens for a little while, but then like she always gets back up and starts wandering again.
I know, that's just it's tough being a part.
Yeah.
Yep, just let it see you. Let it know that if you can connect with this other part, then that will mean bringing self energy to the part. It won't mean the part gets better at blending. It won't mean the part gets more strength to blend with self. It's kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving me a sort of like have at it, sort of like gave me the this is where visuals are handy, because I'm like doing something with my hands right now that you can't see. But I'm like, like go ahead, get out of here, like.
Okay.
Waving me away, sort of thing, not in a aggressive way, but in a like, sure, yeah, go try it.
Okay. Anything else it wants us to know, or any requests it has?
Yeah, that's what I was just checking in with it about. Because it's a pretty like tough, gruff part. And I'm like, you're allowed to have needs. Like, do you need anything? It'll snack on some peanuts.
Did you say it'll smack? Oh, did you say snack?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard smack on. Oh. Okay, got it.
I mean, either or. Although no, my parts don't like snacking, so
Okay.
they're gonna yeah, it was just kind of like it's kind of funny. It has a good sense of humor for how rude it is, like, or how rude it feels like it has to come across. It actually has like good sense of humor. It knows that we've been calling it a peanut gallery, so it's like, snack on some peanuts. You go.
Yeah. Okay. So we're looking for a part that this one is saying is head in the clouds.
Yeah, and I'm realizing like it really sees that part as me, or it has up until now. Like that is what it sees as me. That's what it feels like.
It might be helpful to check back in with the peanut part and ask it what age it was seeing.
Young, very young. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Child, small.
Okay.
Like the imagery that I was seeing of like the spacey one is just like, yeah, like an adolescent type of, like, even younger. I don't know. Yeah, just not very capable, very daydreamy.
And people whispering about it and giving looks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and everybody else knows what it's doing is kind of dumb, but it doesn't know that.
Okay. So you're able to access that part?
I'm just checking if there are other parts that like didn't want to acknowledge this one. Like it's the peanut gallery's job to like keep it at bay.
Yep.
I can also recognize like intellectual parts that don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't feel like resistant to it right now. I'm just like seeing them in this landscape and like asking to see the landscape of like who feels like it's important to keep this one away. And it's basically all of the parts that hold a lot of importance around like intellect, capability, sharp wit.
Yes.
Direction, focus, structure, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, those parts are like fully ashamed of this other one. Like disgusted and kind of ashamed by, and like the peanut gallery is definitely one of them. They're all, they're like, ugh.
Okay. Yep. When I hear that, I just hear that it's the importance of this part just gets bigger and bigger. The more parts that are unhappy with it, ashamed by it, disgusted by it.
Feel the need to keep it hidden.
Yeah. And I hope that they see that our intention is again not to just unleash this part to take things over, but we're trying to take their complaints seriously. They have complaints about this part, and it's like, okay,
we're not going to unleash her to the world, like, willy-nilly, like.
Right.
It's funny because, like, a lot of them are ashamed of her and disgusted, but also concerned for her. Like, I'm recognizing that as I'm sitting with them more and feeling like not only do they think they're embarrassed by this, but like they also are like, at the thought of unleashing her to the world, like, oh, she's the number one, like, in the scary movie, the one that gets like murked first, like that's her. Like, like don't put her out in the world.
Right. Right. Yeah, there's some danger there. Something not safe, something scary there.
Yeah, so as much as they're embarrassed by her, they are in that protective role of like understanding that, or they feel like she's really not safe in the world.
Okay. Thanks, protectors.
Yeah, it's nice to see that caring side of them. They're not just this like cold and intellectual or judgy and critical. It's like they're caring for her as well.
Yep. And I just want them to know that I also find cold, intellectual, judgy, and critical. I see those as positive traits also in certain areas, right? Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with having a critique. There's nothing wrong with having an intellect that's cold and analytical. Sometimes that's what the situation calls for. So
yeah, sometimes to be a little removed and be able to look at something analytically is helpful and critical. And yeah, if there is a part that they see as having her head in the clouds, then their importance is even more relevant. And yeah. So I'm just noticing another part coming up that's like not really believing of that there's a head in the clouds part.
Okay. Well, we do know we got an image of a young part.
Yeah.
And it's possible that that's an exile part whose identity isn't head in the clouds, but that's just a label that she's got from others.
That's how it feels. That's exactly what this part is saying.
Right. Yeah. This isn't really a protector polarization. This isn't one part saying let's go and another part saying let's stay. It's more of an exile being herself and not being accepted. Yeah.
And feeling like, is that the identity, or is that just the identity that was taken on? And leaning towards the latter of like.
I'm also leaning towards the latter.
Yeah.
And that might be because I've never seen your head in the cloud parts. So if that was like, yeah, if that was one of your protector modes or something, I would think I would have seen that.
I've kind of wished that I had one of those. Like
Yeah.
parts have
Right.
wished that I had more disassociative abilities.
Yep.
And I think that the mechanisms, like coping mechanisms and behavioral ways that I do have, are just often misinterpreted for that. Head in the clouds. So yeah, like that little one is definitely interpreted to be that way, but is she that way is what is kind of being questioned. Like, is she actually that way, or is that just how she's constantly interpreted?
Yep. So my intuition is just to go to her and learn about her directly from her.
Yeah. Yeah, the peanut gallery, they're going to have everybody else is going to have their opinion. And we've heard a little bit about what those are.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Their opinion makes sense. Their opinion's there for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I mean, even that one said, like, well, it's just because that's what everybody else thought. That's why we took that on.
Yep. And they also have their good intentions.
Yeah, they don't want to be the last one to find out, like, the punchline to the joke. It's like,
that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do want to be warned about a cliff before you step over it.
I would think so.
Yeah.
So the little one's telling me, like, she told me, like, look, it's not all wrong. I am in my head, but what I'm doing in my head is pretty amazing. And it's not like disconnected from reality. It's very much like inspired by reality and observing reality and trying to make sense of reality, but it's not removed from it.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does, because like her play and her, like, where I see her and what I see her doing, I could see how, like, if I wasn't privy to the thoughts and feelings of her, like, just looking at her, you might think she's just like playing with grass in the fields, doing nothing. But actually, she's like composing really beautiful, heartbreaking songs about like the complex feelings that she doesn't have anyone to talk to about. Like, that's what she's doing in the grass right now. Like,
her play is informed by, inspired by reality.
It's like mulling reality around.
I think it's just such a perfect description for what play is and why it's so important for everyone, but especially for children.
Yeah. It's like this, I feel very like effervescent and light. So there is that like airy feeling, but it's not in a spacey way. It's in a playful way. Yeah. And in a really thoughtful way.
Yeah. Yeah, she can be totally tuned in to her play and her experimentation.
Yeah, she's tuned into something bigger than her, and it kind of disconnects her from the people around her.
Just let
not
her know you're getting
on
that
purpose. Yeah.
and that it's okay. I mean, it might have been hard for her, and we can learn about that, but
Yeah. But she doesn't feel in control of it. So that is nice for her to hear, because like she doesn't feel like she's choosing that. It's just how she is.
how do you respond to that?
And I love her. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's that's how she is.
yeah.
She's
You're just
playful.
drawing. You're just drawn that way. That's
Yeah,
how she looks at it. Like that's just how I'm drawn.
yeah. Good thing.
She would love to believe so. It doesn't feel that way for her.
Yeah, well, she's been
Yeah.
told that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The benefits that she feels and sees aren't like recognized outside of her. And there's a concern of like, how am I going to fit in the world?
Does she want to show you specific instances of that? Bumping up against the outside world?
Yeah, she's still showing me like just her alone in the grass, but it's like it's because she can't, she's like, she's looking for somebody that's drawn like she is.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't find that.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't see people like her, and she didn't see people appreciating her for her qualities.
No, and comments from her family really reassure that, some in negative ways, but some in just like not negative, neutral. Like she just shared like a memory of my mom telling me, and this is something that my mom would say all the time. It still kind of does. Like, oh, you know, your aunt's kind of like that, like you are. And and she means like special, but like in a I don't know, like in a,
How does it feel?
she's not related with, and she doesn't see anybody that like gets it, but she's told that there's other people like her out in the world.
And when your mom says something like that, what's the internal response or feeling?
I guess it's just that confirmation that like, yeah, I am different, and you see that I'm different, and I'm different than you, and maybe you'd know somebody that's kind of like me, but it's just confirmation that I'm different.
Okay. I'm hearing a response without any reflection of an emotional experience, which is fine if it's not there, or if you don't want to share it. But I just want to point that out. And in fact, when you first mentioned that your mom says stuff like this, a part of you was laughing.
Mm.
So I'm just curious if there are some unpleasant emotions that come along with hearing repeatedly, "You're like your aunt." If there are some unpleasant emotions or beliefs that this little one experiences.
That it's, yeah, I mean, that it's different, that it's almost like there's the regular world and the regular population, and then you're kind of off over there, like, just removed from that. And I don't think she took on the feelings that her mom meant anything bad by that, because it didn't feel like that, but it,
Okay.
for
Yeah.
her, just like confirmation of like, yeah, I am just like a little bit removed from, yeah.
Okay. I'm bookmarking this on my notes. One thing you said was, well, about what mom meant. That's also not, that's a different question. And again, the moment you said, "She's over there," you laugh. So I think you have parts that are wanting to avoid the experience of that, if there was one. And I have to assume that there's an emotional experience that comes along with, I mean, being labeled and judged by your mother as being like someone else, repeatedly through your life. And yeah, I'm curious about that
There
part.
very well could be, and if there
Uh-huh.
is, she's doing an incredibly thorough job, because I'm like, yeah, I'm really
Okay.
like, did I ever take offense by that? Like, I didn't think so.
Okay. Maybe not.
But I think the reason why I'm like curious about what you're saying is because right before right before kind of getting into that, I felt like, yeah, like when we really started to touch on her saying, like, I'm just drawn this way, and then looking for someone that's drawn like her, like, I felt an insane amount of emotion and sadness. And um, that's usually when a protector would kick in.
Well, I just want to send my appreciation for everything you're doing and what you have shared and what you are learning. Any parts of yours that are up. And yeah, your willingness to go to hard places. You never know what you're going to get in a conversation with me. So I just want
I love
to
it.
encourage
I'm
you,
glad for that.
in the work that you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just listening to the one that is I'm recognizing and listening a bit more to the, like, we didn't take offense by that. We took that as a good thing. We're special in this good way, and it's a gift. And yeah, it would make sense to me that that is how we had to look at it. But
Yeah.
that might not be how it was for the little one completely,
Yeah. I imagine if she just felt blessed and gifted, she wouldn't need to be exiled.
Right. Right. Yeah, because yeah, it's not as simple as blessed and gifted. It's like when blessed and gifted puts you in a separate category from everybody else, then like what are you? You're alone. Like then you're set apart.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to be included, it is like adapting a role, like this belief of like, well, then we're going to have to take on these roles in order to like fit in to the general
intellectual, sharp wit, focused, structured.
peanut gallery.
Peanut gallery, having that kind of rough edge playfulness, right? That kind of punchy and sarcastic kind of. That's what I was getting from the peanut gallery song.
Yeah, and like mass thinking, because that's what like a peanut gallery is like, yeah. The mass like judgment or opinion is this, and if we're this other thing, then we must be putting on like roles to be able to fit in, to be able to function and be a part of.
And again, that could just be an objective fact. And if that just felt like one more fun challenge to solve for a happy, gifted person, then there, you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, well, people think differently, and sometimes I need to act this way. But she was told that, or felt like, the first thing she said is, "Yeah, I'm in my head, but it's not all wrong." Like that, there's like that's what she's experiencing.
It only appears disconnected, but to her, it's incredibly connecting. Because it's how she understands the world.
How's your proximity to her right now? Is she
close?
Okay.
Like feet away from me.
Great.
Yeah. She's facing towards me.
What does she want you to know about her?
She's bright. Like her hair is gleaming almost white. It's like the opposite of the exile we met last week of like the mousy gray version. She's like beaming and bright and effervescent and like glowing. And she's very still, and not in a can't move way, but in a very like almost meditative way.
Would it be helpful to bring up this issue of you as an IFS practitioner with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes back to the feeling of like, in order for her to step into the real world and be relatable and connecting, she feels like she has to like mask the way that she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's not supposed to have the knowing that she has. She's not supposed to see things in people. She needs to behave a certain way, and yeah, to be a practitioner, like yeah, she's like, where do I fit into that? Like, what role what mask do I need to wear?
Okay. It's a really great question. Because when you're working with someone, you're going to be showing up with your parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some of her attributes are connecting and creative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we say courageous?
Yeah, yeah,
Just a moment
that's
ago, you
what,
mentioned
yeah,
how calm she was.
yeah.
Okay.
The courage is part of what gets her in trouble.
Yeah. And how about curious?
Totally.
Yeah. Let me check my list of P's here. Playful.
Yeah, she's playing in the grass. Yeah,
Okay.
making songs.
Persistent.
She's still here.
Yeah. 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 All right.
This is just like a rejection of myself.
I didn't quite hear what you said.
Is this like a rejection of myself?
A rejection?
Like this exile, like is embodying like all of these self qualities.
Yeah.
Has she been exiled because she has too much self? Like,
I think that's a reasonable way to frame it,
yeah,
because we say that self is the remainder when there aren't protectors, right? So,
yeah,
and it is, so yeah, a child is naturally all of those things. And then protectors come and close those doors.
right.
And
Right.
and our goal in IFS is to reconnect with all parts, but especially these ones that have been exiled, so that those qualities in them can come back and shine through us again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like different expressions of self, exiles at their core, being these really beautiful expressions of self. And she has almost like it's she's like so pure in that it's almost blinding, and it's
Right.
kind of scares people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And like I was saying, us, needing to empathize with other people's experience and maybe temper our own performance or what we choose to project.
Yeah.
That's just wisdom, right? It can be, if it's not done from the fear and the protectors. So
yeah. And like what she's sharing with me now is like a lot of times where she knew something she wasn't supposed to know and it freaked somebody out, like a mom or a sibling or a friend or a teacher or somebody that she spoke to at church. Like just she would say something and she'd get a reaction from them of disconnection, of like kind of freaked out by her. She's not supposed to know that. She's not supposed to see that.
Right.
And then in like later years, more recently, it's like a friend is talking to me about their troubles or something, and I hit on something or I touch on something that to me, to her, to me, it seems like I can see this. It makes sense to me, and they're not ready to hear it, and they get mad.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's tough to navigate.
Yeah, and like in the role of practitioner, it's even trickier because like with a friend, you can say like, well, I'm coming from a loving place and we have this history and I love you, I'm not trying to hurt you. Like, but with a client, like they don't know that about you,
Right.
like,
right.
Is she saying that because like she's some kind of an asshole? Like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And it doesn't always come out right.
Or at the right time. That's usually her experience, is like, we said it too soon. They weren't ready.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings her back to the which mask do I need to wear? What? How do I? Yeah. How do I understand the world better? How do I like fit into this?
And how are you responding with her around that question?
I just blended with her pretty hard right then.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Good catch.
So she was saying how I fit in. I mean, in a way, I feel like I understand. Well, actually, maybe I need to understand more about what fitting in would be like for her. And
yeah, and how much fitting in you need to do as an IFS practitioner. If we're going to continue on that topic, obviously this is a part of yours, and you're connecting with her about whatever was up for her way before you knew about IFS is probably very, very valuable. So I don't want to make this a conversation about you doing IFS,
but that's how it's here now.
Yeah.
So that is useful.
Yeah. Yeah. What does it mean? How much fitting in do we need to do as a practitioner?
Like, what are the boundaries
Mm-hmm.
It kind of comes back to what I had mentioned to you about unburdening exiles. Like, what are we allowed to do? How far are we allowed to go?
Mm-hmm.
What's going to get us in trouble? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How's your degree of blendedness now?
we're at a good space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have responses to any of those? And it don't have to be you have the answer. I just mean how are you how are you relating to her about those?
I mean, it makes sense to me. And I understand that she means it in a way of like qualifications, and her gifts are not recognized as normal, and they're not applauded. They're not what people go to school for. You know, they're not like
They're not things that can be taught in school.
right.
Sorry,
Right.
part of mine.
Exactly. No, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And so she's like, you know, we're qualified in this other way, and like, is that the same? Is that being qualified? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me why she would feel those things, and why she's really feeling like lacking in the validation
right
of her own unique skills.
Right, and that's what you can give her. I see them.
Yeah.
We named them. She has that blinding bright quality and skills that can't be taught.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and
Mm-hmm.
it scares people, so that's hard for her, and I don't want to discount that.
Right.
But at the same time, like, you know, those feelings that she had, or the knowing that she had, the connection that she felt, it wasn't bad until somebody's reaction made it bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
right.
it didn't feel bad in her to know those things.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, and I think that's an important part for her to really understand and feel into, because it's like the knowing itself is not what felt bad to her. And how do we take in the reactions that are going to be mixed?
Mm-hmm.
And
Got
I
a response for that?
Yeah. Did you say you do? Because I'd love to hear it.
I was asking if you do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it has a lot to do with understanding that the knowing itself is not bad, and therefore, like, amplifying the ability to hold that in the midst of however it's met.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Right.
That, like, trust in the knowing itself is not bad, and therefore we can not be like crumbled by somebody's reaction or feel the need to like backpedal or explain or like, Yeah.
Yeah. Her qualities aren't just not bad.
She's not bad for having them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how she's felt.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why she likes IFS so much. It's like a place for that.
How's your level of blendedness / connection with her now?
Pretty good.
Okay.
I'm, I'm seeing her just sat in front of me.
What does she need from you?
She showed me, yeah, like holding her, like around her face, and just it's almost like embracing this light coming off of her,
Mm-hmm.
and just looking at her and saying, "You are good."
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're good. You're beautiful. You're bright.
Yeah. She likes that. Is
Yeah.
she able to receive that from you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You belong here. There is a place for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's so many places for you here. You're allowed to be here.
Yeah. How about her concern about those other questions? Which mask? What boundaries? What are we allowed to do?
Mm.
What's going to get us in trouble?
Yeah.
Does that still feel like those are strong concerns of hers? Or other parts?
It feels a lot less so. Like if she is good and her knowing is good, then even if it's not received well, like she's still putting good things out.
And even if it's not received well, she's still good in your eyes.
Always.
Her gifts are still recognized by you, by me.
Yeah. Yeah, I still see her just as bright and just as glowing and just as radiant. Yeah, she likes that.
Good. I just want you to know, parts to know that if I had answers to those questions, like I wouldn't withhold them from you.
Mm. Yeah.
So I went through a similar process to what I think you're going through right now in this moment, and arriving at this same kind of answer or feeling about needing those answers.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I could hear a certain level of knowing in your voice as we were speaking with her. And understanding. It makes a lot of sense that this would come up so prominently in this work, and especially as we get deeper into it and we rely more on those intuitive connections and feelings. And yeah. My dog is just going absolutely crazy, licking me everywhere. This happens sometimes when I work with exiles. Like, just wants to sit on my lap and
there's
lick
some more validation for you.
Yeah.
About your qualities that not everybody can see, and not everybody might appreciate at different times.
My dog can definitely see it. Right. I feel it.
Right.
You know, kind of on the same realm, like when we got off the call the last time, I went to go to the store to buy tobacco, and I'd started my car and I had the radio on, and the first song that came on the radio or that was playing when I started the car was Bad Medicine. Which just like was so hilarious because I'm going to buy tobacco after like talking about it being a medicine and me having to buy my own medicine as a teenager, and then I started the car and Bad Medicine is playing, and I'm like, this is just, there's confirmation all over the place.
Yeah. Anything else that this part needs, or those others that had their concerns? I mean,
the really bright one is just, she's just like, just stay with me, and she doesn't mean like sat with her like this necessarily, but just in that connected sense, like yeah, don't lose sight of her, and let her shine. And it's like a through me, like it's like let me shine through you.
Right. That's self-leadership, I think.
Yeah.
I have all of my parts, and I can put them to use and be
And they
empowered
can
by
shine
them.
through. Yeah.
Yeah. How about the peanut gallery part? Does it have any more comments on your little hobby?
They had a comical response.
Uh-huh.
They're like, oh man, what are people going to think of this episode?
They don't have to hear it.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, they're not like scared, or it was just kind of like almost in a humorous, like, oh great, now we're talking about the wooey stuff. And
I didn't really hear any of the wooey stuff. I don't think I heard about creativity and playfulness and connection and courage.
Yeah, we only mentioned tarot one time, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Right. And if you want to be a tarot practitioner, then label yourself that.
No.
Different conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, tarot's great, but you know what's even greater? Like this little one who is like a direct fucking source of like
Yep.
Yeah. That's in me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that tarot it gives us a glimpse into the kind of externalizing the different parts of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Peanut Gallery, let's see. What else? What do they think about all this? That
you're playing, that it's just a cute hobby.
They can recognize that this little one, she's not playing around.
Okay.
That's yeah. I go, she's not fucking around. Yeah. Yeah, I think they see that that's not play, that it's playful. It's not absent-minded. It's not.
I've heard it said that play is the child's work.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
So yeah, it's deadly serious in how much they need it, and how much it connects them to their reality and helps them grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so much of my work as an adult is actually play, like as an artist, and I just play with rope all day. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it can be deadly serious at the same time, because when it's like a freaking massive installation that's bigger than I am, and this is actually like a structural thing that's gonna be like, needs to hold up.
Yeah. Here's some live IFS trivia for you. You said you've listened to a lot of the calls. Do you know what the alternative name for this project was going to be? The other URL?
No, what? Oh man, wait, let me think about it for a second. Do I know that? There's another name.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
All right.
I really want to know though.
It's Let's Play IFS.
Oh, why haven't I heard that? Was that in the first?
I don't know when I'm pretty sure I shared it once or twice in a podcast, but yeah.
Let's Play IFS. Isn't that so interesting? Because it's like, I don't know, I don't want to connect too many dots, but it's like literally what my parts came up saying today is like, you're playing at this thing. You're playing this, you're playing that. They didn't mean it in a great way though, but yeah.
I understand. And they had their reasons for looking down on play.
Right. Or what was being perceived as.
If I didn't feel like there was play in this, or that I wasn't also playing, I wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, and just like we were talking about last week with last week's session, like at one point you said I like to experiment, and like, yeah, me too. Like that's the playful aspect of this is being able to get curious in different ways. And yeah, there's a lot of, even just in the interaction with parts, there's a lot of playfulness. Not all the time, but for sure in my system, there's a lot of playfulness and humor.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this has been eye-opening, to say the least.
Great. Yeah, again, if I had more concrete advice or warnings to give you, I would.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you that what I'm doing isn't illegal. I know that. So.
Great. Love that for us.
Other than that, yeah. Other than that, I'm making it up as I go.
Yeah.
And I got my list of C's, and yeah, I think I and most of our listeners and callers, we recognize those when they're present and when they're not. And that's the feedback that you get.
Yeah. Yeah, and when this little one was asking me about like where she fits in, the responses are kind of similar to what you're saying in the sense of like, that's not exactly clear, but I do know there's places for you, is what I felt I could tell her. Like there are places for you, and we're finding them. But also I can't exactly tell you like the roadmap of like, this is how it's done.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was the discovery of parts and kind of the formal understanding of that we got from Dick Schwartz and from the work he did and his colleagues.
Yeah.
But then there's the I hesitate to even use the word science of psychology and therapy and all that, because that it's a field that's only formally, like in the West or whatever, it's 100 years old,
right?
A little more, and every few years somebody comes along with something totally different, and
right,
they're making it up.
Well, yeah, because especially when there's always stigmas attached, then they're constantly having to rebrand and categorize and re-diagnose, and trying to run from stigmas of different things because we thought it looked like this, but maybe it doesn't, and maybe it's this thing, so maybe it's called that. And I mean, it's like, yeah. but that there's still that strict, like, hey, even though it's understood that they're making it up, we're still supposed to follow it as law. And
Well, again,
yeah,
there are laws and regulations around clinical psychology and
right,
what you need to do if you want to be billing someone's insurance.
right, right,
And
right.
that's not a game that I wanted to play.
No, me either.
So I'm not.
Right. And most therapists that I have spoken to, that's the thing that's gotten them closest to quitting and giving up
Right.
on their passion in their jobs, like that whole end of it. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I guess there's enough other people that want to make it up as we go too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, thank you. This is really, I just can't imagine. I can't imagine a better, like, part of myself to meet right now in this way.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Great. Thank you, as always, for allowing me on the journey and for doing what you're doing.
So happy for it. Yeah. Thank you.
And as far as next steps for getting callers, I was planning on working on that today, so I will
Cool.
get back to you about what I'd like to do next.
I'm so excited for you, and I hope the packing continues to go well. Yeah. And yeah, I'm here. I have a pretty flexible week and weekend, and pretty flexible next week as well.
Great.
I'm like past a big chunk of like crazy work season for my other job, and so I'm in this like nice summer lull now. And yeah, if you want to hop on the phone or text or whatever's clever, I'm here. Yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. Talk to you soon then.
All right. Thank you, James. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Do you want to help bring more self-energy to the world? If you'd like to participate in calls or help out with this project in any way, I'd love to hear your ideas. Join the Discord server or contact me at james@liveifs.com. A huge thanks to our audio engineer, Yvonne, for your care and diligence in editing the calls. To every caller for your courage in sharing some of your parts. And to anyone out there getting to know their internal system, keep going. Who knows, that might be the most selfless, helpful thing you can do for others, and you're the only one who can do it. If you'd like to see us reach the largest audience, we must please the almighty suggestion algorithms at iTunes and YouTube. And they don't care about the power of IFS. They're looking for likes and shares and comments, and the sooner the better. Follow the links in the show notes right here in your podcast player to make your wishes known. And now, a minute of meditation. Or if you prefer, pull over. You can do it in 60 seconds. Just click one of those links. They're right there, and give us a like or a 5-star rating. It would really help. If you think this project is helping people, you're helping people by sharing it. Thank you.